Il est temps de passer au reste de la famille, mesdames, messieurs. Je veux bien sûr parler d'Alice et Jasper, Ashley Greene et Jackson Rathbone.
Hi, Happy Jackson.
Bonjour, bonjour. Enchanté.
Baguette, commandant Cousteau. Ah, ben, puisqu'on parle français, on va gagner du temps.
Je ne parle français. Sorry.
Très bien.
But I love it when you do.
Oh, shall I take my sexy voice?
No,
No, not in the American.
All right. Ok.
too sexy. Tone it down. There's children.
Je viens de corriger quelque chose dans mes recherches. Je pensais qu'ils se connaissaient avant le tournage de Twilight et apparemment ils ne se connaissaient pas. Donc je vais être honnête avec ça et je vais leur poser une question autour de ça. I did my research and I did it badly because, as we just corrected with Ashley, I thought you knew each other before Twilight. You didn't, you met there, but you do still see each other now from time to time, I understood.
We do, yes. I knew Callan before. This handsome gentleman I did not meet until we were on the plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the plane. But yeah, we now both live in Austin, so we get to see each other all the time, and we come to these as much as we possibly can. So it's wonderful. Hello. There it is.
Okay, and so you both live in Austin,
We do.
and you say you even go to kids' birthdays.
Yeah, they came to Kingsley's birthday party.
We're really good friends. I love this woman. I love her husband. I love her family. And yeah, we met on the way from LA to go film Twilight. And we met on the plane, and I admit, I was like, wow, she's gorgeous, beautiful. This is who I get to have as Alice? Good, lucky Jasper, right? I mean, come on. It's so much fun.
Et donc ils se sont rencontrés, moi je pense qu'ils se pensaient qu'est-ce que c'est avant, non, ils se sont rencontrés dans l'avion pour aller tourner Twilight. Ils se voient encore maintenant, ils vont à l'anniversaire des enfants de l'autre. Ce qui fait bizarre, hein, parce que moi j'invite que les copains de mon enfant. Mais je vais pas creuser, Et surtout quand lui l'a rencontré, il s'est dit c'est sexy, Alice. Ça c'est un peu... Yeah, I re-interpret. I'm a thespian myself.
I knew what part you were at. Ooh!
Yeah.
Ooh la la. Bonjour, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Yes, I'm Belgian. I'm Belgian, so you would actually not say bonjour, mademoiselle. You would say et alors, mais qui voilà? It's another variation.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, so I just be like,
Hey girl.
hey girl, get over here.
Hey girl.
Come here. Here.
However, you found her beautiful, and she is from the start, but you did have a crush on him during
I
shooting.
certainly did. A lot of people did. How could you not? He's like my little Texas cowboy.
Oh. Par contre, elle est tombée amoureuse de lui pendant le tournage. Et ça a donné ce que ça a donné, rien du tout.
We love each other, and I think it's, I mean, come on. We were young, we were shooting together, everybody was crushing on everybody.
It's honestly, it's like part of, especially when you're young and single, part of the fun of doing what we do. Like you get to fall into these characters, and especially whenever you are playing two characters who are so deeply in love with each other, I think you have the ability, if you want to lean into that feeling, that it's very fun. So yeah, I think we had a blast.
C'est vrai que surtout quand on joue des personnages qui tombent amoureux entre eux pendant le tournage, ben c'est normal un peu. Yes, I'll kiss you now, but it's for the part, of course.
It's for the art.
I think she should touch his bum.
No, I was very respectful.
Can we get a new translator?
We're gonna get into some
This
trouble.
guy, I'm not talking about bum grabbing. What are you doing?
It was me grabbing you.
Hey,
You didn't say that either.
I didn't say that.
Nobody talks about bum grabbing.
Listen, I'm much cheaper than the next guy.
You really are. This is the budget version.
I am. I'm the Wish version of...
Make a wish.
All right. Okay, let's go back to the characters you actually
Yes.
portrayed. They are very much more developed in the books than they are in the films. So my question to you is, did you get your inspiration? Did you still use the books to deepen your characters, or did you just draw on the script and whoever directs the film?
Oh no, I think you use whatever is at your disposal, and it's so brilliant having a book and being able to pull all of this information from it. That's one of the hard things about adapting a book into a screenplay, is being able to take this wealth of information and this world building that people have done and then trying to fit it into a much smaller format is sometimes a challenge. But for me, I loved having all of this information because a lot of times we have to do that work ourselves. and we kind of had the playbook in front of us. I did, at least, with Alice.
There's books?
You just read Newborn.
I read one chapter. No, we, as actors, we get to pull from our lives and our imaginations, but the real skill of acting is to be honest. Acting is not about lying. It's about being honest during an untruthful circumstance, right? So to find the truth within these mythical characters, what makes these vampires want to be existing, and it was each other. And so for Jasper to find, for Jasper to have Alice is the only reason you see him, really, you know? And I think for me to be able to define my character through love was really fun. Yeah.
He's like, let me just translate that.
So, I'll translate. It's like, she read, he didn't. That's yeah. Donc, les personnages dans le livre étaient beaucoup plus développés que ce que eux avaient dans le film. Ma question était, est-ce que vous avez été prendre des infos du livre pour construire le personnage? Elle l'a fait. Elle a dit que c'était hyper important pour elle d'aller dans le world building du truc et d'aller chercher plein de choses. Lui a dit pas vraiment, puisque un comédien, ce qu'il fait, c'est qu'il doit être honnête sur le plateau. Et donc lui, il s'est plutôt inspiré de l'amour, tout simplement, qu'il a pour l'autre personnage. L'amour. This, you know, you must know that word.
L'amour. Oui.
Plutôt de l'amour, donc lui n'a pas trop été chercher un livre. Because both characters in the book are very specific. You don't have recollection from what happened, from how you became a vampire. You have a very tortured past as a Civil War soldier. So it's just a very interesting character building. Let's not go there. I can tell Jackson you don't. But I do have another question.
Well, that's what makes his character who he is.
Yeah.
Well, what I find fascinating is I like a character that has a darkness.
Exactly, yeah.
And earns the light.
Oh.
You know, I think you have to, in life, you have to work for anything good. Bad is easy. Evil is easy. Light and goodness, that's something to work for. And that's what I love about Jasper.
Donc il dit, ouais, son personnage qui a effectivement un passé très sombre, puisqu'il était c'était un soldat de la guerre civile américaine. Il dit, ce qu'il aimait bien, c'est qu'un personnage qui soit sombre et noir ait besoin de travailler pour aller vers la lumière, de se battre pour devenir quelqu'un de bien et d'aller vers le côté clair, finalement, enfin, bon et juste. Can we have a tea, please? Tea?
I was just saying, I'll make sure, but I had almost the opposite a little with Alice because she didn't remember her time in the asylum. That I got to live in this very authentic, beautiful space with her. But I think there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score, and it's about how your body keeps trauma. And so even though I didn't have to live through these memories of what happened, I think inside of her body, she knew to be grateful for what she had, and that's why she was able to float through life the way that she did, and why she was so loyal to Jasper and to her family. And it's the only time I've ever been able to have that experience with a character.
Pour elle, en fait, c'est plutôt le contraire, là où le personnage est plutôt, on va dire, pour elle, elle voit quelqu'un qui a des choses positives, plutôt un personnage solaire finalement, mais qui a des traumas plus profonds en elle. Et elle s'est appuyée sur un livre dont j'ai pas bien compris le titre, je traduirai très mal de toute façon, mais qui part du principe qu'on garde tous nos traumas dans notre corps, et elle s'est servie de ça. Ce personnage avait tous ses traumas en elle, malgré qu'elle vive dans une famille qui est plutôt quand même une situation plutôt positive, plutôt solaire. And one thing about vampires, which is fascinating, is the distortion of time. Okay, my grandparents have been together for 70 years, and they grunted to each other at the end of the night, like, whatever. You've been together in the saga for 50 years, while still being young, you know, and full of energy, but you still have to portray this couple that's 50 years old. So there's a dichotomy, a tension to soul there, which I find interesting. How did you approach that?
I think it's beautiful that they have. Sometimes I think being a vampire, there's a disadvantage because you have an eternity. But I think when you found your soulmate in a person, like my husband and I always say that one lifetime is not enough, and we'll find each other in the lifetimes after, and we know that we will. And I think they get to live out this kind of fantasy that a lot of us have with our partners that we would love to have many lifetimes with. And so I think with he and I, we just got to portray and show how suited they were and how they balanced each other. There's a yin and a yang to these two characters, and we are so incredibly just supportive of one another in whatever we needed. And I think you saw that in the film. I think I always say I think they had one of the, if not the healthiest relationship in the saga, because of how incredibly supportive and how they fit with one another they were.
Et donc pour elle, en fait, moi, ma question c'était par rapport au fait qu'ils sont jeunes, ils ont d'apparence jeune, mais ils avaient 50 ans. Alors que mes grands-parents, après 50 ans, ils se faisaient la gueule juste, c'était pas possible. Et ici, il y a quand même cette jeunesse du couple. Il dit, mais oui, mais il dit, elle et son mari, par exemple, ils se disent, on n'aura jamais assez d'une vie pour vivre pleinement notre amour. Et il dit, c'est ça qui, eux, ont la chance dans leur personnage de vivre, c'est cet amour incroyable qui les complaît. Et donc la chance d'avoir quelqu'un comme ça dont on rêve tous. Voilà. Do you want to add something to that?
Well, in my real life, I'm going on my 13th year of marriage. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. And honest to God, my wife is more beautiful now, more sexy now than when we met 15 years ago. I love her, and we grow together. And in life, you're gonna grow, you're gonna learn. And when you're in a relationship, you need to grow together. And also, I mean, love is very important to be physicalized, if you know what I mean.
I've never tried.
We're in France. Love, les petites montres. No, sorry. Oh my God. But honest to God, you know, you love the person, you have to be honest, and you have to be physically affectionate. You have to. That's the great joy of being a couple, you know? Be together as a physical, emotional, and spiritual. That is a relationship. That's what Alice and Jasper had too.
Et donc ça fait 13 ans qu'il est marié et qu'il dit qu'il trouve sa femme encore plus belle, encore plus sexy, encore plus tout simplement que quand il l'a rencontrée il y a 15 ans. Et que c'est ça l'amour, et que l'amour il grandit avec le couple, et que surtout cet amour doit rester physique aussi. Je ne sais pas ce qu'il veut dire par là, jamais essayé. Mais donc du coup, et c'est ça aussi le couple que Jasper et Alice ont vécu. I think we're ready for audience question. I do agree with you, exactly. I do agree. Yeah, I'll tell you something after about Michael. All right. Est-ce qu'il y a des questions? Alors, s'il y a des questions, vous pouvez faire une file.
Oh oui.
Oui, on peut, voilà, s'adapter. Parlez bien près du micro, juste avant de commencer. Vous pouvez parler en français, je la traduirai, et en anglais, laissez-moi le temps de la retraduire en bon.
Sorry for that question, but are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Jasper, my dude, Jasper.
Team Alice.
Yeah.
Thank
Je pense
you.
que c'était clair, pas besoin de traduire.
I love you so much.
We love you too.
Merci beaucoup.
Hi,
Ashley. Hi, Jackson. How are you? I'm so emotional. My question is, I did theater when I was younger, and I stopped because I was shy. I didn't have self-confidence. Which advice can you give me?
Oh, I mean,
Just one sec. Donc elle a fait, comment tu t'appelles?
Melinda.
Mélinda, oh, formidable Mélinda. Mélinda et sa formidable prestance, regardez ça un petit peu, on peut l'applaudir. A fait du théâtre quand elle était plus jeune. Enfin, je ne sais pas combien plus jeune, tu devais être bébé, parce que tu es toute jeune maintenant. Bref, quand tu étais plus jeune.
I was 12 years old.
Ah, you were 12 years. Et elle a arrêté parce qu'elle était trop timide. Et donc il demande est-ce qu'ils ont des conseils à lui donner pour être moins timide ou pour pouvoir se relancer.
well, first of all of us lack confidence in many aspects of our life, many points in our life, and I think that it's a constant, at least for a lot of thespians I know, a constant uphill battle to try and remain confident in what you're doing, because it is such a vulnerable art form that we practice, and you kind of bare your soul. But I think the beauty of it is when you can lose yourself in something and become a character, and kind of forget about all the noise around it. So I would encourage you, even though it was a while ago, to maybe try and re-enter into the space, because it can be really beautiful. But you're not alone in having low confidence at times or being terrified of things. That's part of the gig. I think, at least it is for me. I can heavily relate to that.
Et donc elle t'explique qu'en fait on a tous des moments où on manque de confiance en soi, et la plupart des comédiens ont un vrai manque de confiance en soi. On en a parlé hier avec d'autres comédiens, je pense que c'était Peter Facinelli et d'autres comédiens ici. We had other actors here that said exactly the same. Paul Anderson said it's a huge ego with such a low self-esteem. That's almost a cliché c'est l'image d'Épinal comédien, c'est un ego énorme, mais avec très peu de confiance en soi. Et donc elle t'encourage vraiment à remonter sur les planches, parce que c'est tout à fait normal et que ça va faire du bien. Et je t'encourage également.
Thank you so much.
Et
for your answer.
bravo pour. I think we can give her an applause for coming, and actually, if she's a shy person, come here on stage and talk to the microphone. Merci à toi, Linda.
Je voulais demander à Jackson et Ashley quel est le meilleur moment de tournage dans la saga Twilight.
What's the best time for you on set? What was the best memory on set for you during the Twilight shoots?
I love my cast. We would have family dinners, usually at Peter Facinelli's hotel. And Italiano. We had so much fun together behind the scenes, and we would play music, play guitar, and just hang out. We were a young cast, so the first film was really fun because there was no paparazzi, there was no Facebook, no Twitter, no social media. So we just got to hang out and be present in the moment. The best.
Pour lui, c'était Pour lui, c'était l'équipe, tout simplement, parce que c'était le premier Twilight, il n'y avait pas encore de paparazzi, de réseaux sociaux, d'Instagram, tout ça. Et donc, en fait, ce qu'il faisait, c'est qu'il se retrouvait à l'hôtel, souvent de Peter Facinelli, qu'on a rencontré hier, donc, pour manger, pour faire des grands repas italiens, tous ensemble. Et donc, pour lui, ils étaient jeunes, c'était un premier film comme ça, qu'on ne savait pas encore l'impact, j'imagine, et que c'était ça qu'il a préféré, en tout cas. Voilà, merci beaucoup.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Hello, hi. I have a question. What is your best memory, but as Jasper and Alice, because we don't have a lot of moments of you two in the movies, but I know like there was like a lot of chemistry that we can see everywhere on social media right now. So what is your best memory as the two of Jasper and Alice?
Quel était votre meilleur souvenir tu veux dire du personnage? What's your memory? Quel est le meilleur souvenir du personnage Alice et Jasper?
I love the I think it's in Eclipse, when Jasper is teaching everyone to fight. And there's just such a cute moment between, I mean, I think it's one of the only times we see Jasper genuinely happy and enjoying himself, which I think Alice gets to see so much, but other people don't. And so I just love that you get to see that on screen and the exchange between Alice and Jasper, because it's cute and it's playful, and it just gives you a different layer and insight into their relationship. So I really enjoyed that.
Pour elle, c'est quand Jasper enseigne aux autres de se battre dans Eclipse, a priori, parce c'est le moment où il est le plus heureux, le moins sombre, et elle aime bien ça dans ce personnage. Elle trouve un petit peu de positivité dans ce personnage. And for you, Jackson?
Man, I think when they first met, you know, when Jasper met Alice, he was in a little diner in Philadelphia back in the 50s, and he wasn't expecting the most beautiful woman in the world to walk in and tell him that he was late, which is the sexiest thing I can think of, man. I fell in love with my real life wife the first moment I laid eyes on her, and I feel like Jasper did the same thing with Alice.
Donc pour lui, c'est la rencontre, tout simplement, parce que quand il la rencontre dans ce café, qu'elle lui dit tu es en retard, parce qu'il dit lui aussi dans sa vie, sa femme, il était amoureux dès les premiers instants. Merci. Juste pour dire, on va terminer. Ah oui, il y a encore quand même pas mal de monde. Je ne sais pas si on aura le temps de faire la question de tout le monde, d'accord? Donc je vous préviens, ne vous rajoutez pas en fin de queue.
Je peux dire un dernier truc?
Dis un dernier truc, oui.
To Jackson, I found the best burger place in Paris for you. It's called Il était un burger. So if you want to try it, I looked at it just for you.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay.
I love burgers.
Yeah, you rate burgers online, I've seen. Yeah, there you go.
My agents tell me I need to do more social media, and I'm not good at social media because I like to be present with my life and my kids and my you know. And so I have to find something that I just like to do to post about. And so basically all my social media now is just cheeseburgers and Twilight. So you're welcome.
Donc voilà, il teste des burgers sur Instagram parce que son agent lui dit de faire plusieurs réseaux sociaux.
Hi, so it's a question for both of you. You were talking about the past of Alice. Do you think it would be a good idea to have a book or a film about it?
Oh, yeah.
Est-ce que c'est une bonne idée d'avoir un livre ou un film sur le passé d'Alice?
Oh yeah, we talk all the time about how we would have loved for them to do origin stories on our characters because there's so much love and interest in these characters, and they're touched on a little bit in the films and touched on a bit in the books, but I think there was so much opportunity to be able to explore that world. That he and I talk about their origins all the time and how we would have loved to have done something.
Donc oui, ils parlent entre eux, ils parlent souvent de l'origine de leur personnage et ils adoraient qu'il y ait un film qui existe ou un livre qui existe là-dessus. Merci pour ta question.
Thank you.
Have you guys seen there's short films that people made that are actually
Fan fictions?
Very fan fictions. There, I think you can find it on YouTube, but there's a couple of Alice that are so good. And if you haven't seen them, it's worth looking up and watching.
Donc il y a des fanfictions qui existent sur Internet, sur YouTube, qui parlent de ça, de leur origine. Donc n'hésitez pas à aller voir ça, elle les trouve très bien en tout cas.
Hi. If there ever was a gender-bent version of Twilight, what character would you like to play? A gender-bent version of Twilight. Like, would you like to play Bella? I know you auditioned for Edward, but maybe Bella?
Here, let me audition for Bella right now.
Oh my God.
He gets it.
Who is that? Oh, your eyes, sometimes they're brown and sometimes they're yellow and sometimes they're red.
Yeah? Yeah?
Voilà.
I'll stick to playing boys, I don't know.
Voilà, merci beaucoup pour la question. Je pense que j'ai pas besoin de traduire ça, je pense que c'était très clair.
La question que j'aimerais leur poser, c'est quelle a été leur scène préférée à tourner le jour du tournage dans toute la saga?
What's your favorite scene you shot together in the whole saga?
Yeah, all the Alice and Jasper scenes are the best. I really actually love our introduction scene in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, that says everything about the character. Is when you first see Jasper and Alice, we walk into the cafeteria, Jasper's sullen and looks like he's in pain, and she's trying to bring the light out. And there's a small moment, if you look at the film, where you see Jasper kind of give a little bit of a wincy smile, because he knows what she's doing, which is she knows that he's in a dark place, and that if she adds a bit more lightness, it'll just help him. Not to guide him out, but just to be herself. Her authenticity of just joy helps bring him out of his darkness.
Is that the first one you shot together as well? Was it chronological
No,
or
we
no?
did the baseball scene first.
Ah, okay.
We did the baseball scene first. Oh my god.
Donc, sa scène préférée, enfin j'imagine c'est leur scène préférée, c'était dans la cafétéria, c'est la rencontre, tout simplement parce que c'est celle qui définit le mieux le personnage, et que quand on voit qu'elle essaie de faire ressortir son bon côté, et qu'il donne un petit sourire, très légèrement, un micro-moment où lui sait ce qu'elle essaie de faire, lui trouve ça, c'est ce qui ressort du truc. J'ai demandé du coup, est-ce que c'était la première scène qu'ils avaient tournée ensemble, la rencontre. Il dit non, la première scène qu'ils tournaient ensemble, c'était la scène du baseball. Voilà. Merci pour ta question.
Thank you. Bonjour Jackson, bonjour Ashley. First of all, I love you so much. I watched Twilight when I was 8, and it makes me so emotional to be here with you as a grown woman now. I'm 27 soon. So my question is about music, and I asked the same one to Peter yesterday. Twilight has one of my favorite film soundtracks ever, so I was wondering which song you personally like the most.
La question est la même qu'elle a posée hier à Peter Facinelli. Quelle est leur chanson préférée de la BO originale?
Probably Decode.
Do you listen to the soundtrack?
Probably Paramore. I was a really big fan of Paramore. Yeah. Like I was so excited when they came on and when we got to fly on planes with them because I was such a big fan. I feel like a lot of actors, when like we meet other actors, we're like, hey, cool, what's up? And then you meet musicians. I'm like, oh my god, I love you so much. Do you want to be friends? So yeah, I think Decode is probably mine.
La chanson de Paramore, Jackson?
Actually, I think one of the reasons that the soundtrack was so great is Catherine Hardwicke, the film's director, brought all of the actors together and asked the young actors, what songs do you love now? And that's how we got a lot of those great songs like Paramore, like Muse. Muse was from Stephanie Meyer.
Yeah, Muse is great.
But like, my suggestion was Iron and Wine, Flightless Bird, the love song. I love Iron and Wine. Sam Beam is the singer-songwriter. I've been a big fan of his. I'm a musician as well. And he's I think he writes these beautiful, haunting ballads. And Catherine loved it, so they put that in the film. Hell yeah, man. I mean, I'm so stoked. And then do you know the band Blue October? That's in some of the films too. I'm working with the guys from Blue October now. I love music. I've been a musician longer than I've been an actor. And it's a beautiful art. That's a good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Donc, par amour pour Ashley, pour Jackson, il dit, mais en fait, ce qui s'est passé quand on s'est mis ensemble, c'est la réalisatrice a demandé à chacun des acteurs quelle est votre chanson préférée maintenant pour pouvoir créer cette soundtrack, cette bande originale. Et lui avait, alors Muse, c'était Stephanie Meyer même, l'autrice du livre, qui l'a proposé, donc ça il aime bien ce morceau-là. Et lui avait proposé Iron and Wine, qui est dans la soundtrack aussi, qu'il adore, parce que c'est un auteur qu'il adore, avec lequel il travaille maintenant également. Ok.
Okay, so hi Ashley, hi Jackson. First of all, I'm really happy to be here. And I wanted to ask who wrote the character more often during your scenes together?
Who wrote character more often?
What?
Who broke in
Who
character.
broke in character.
Kristen Stewart.
Oh yeah, the amount of F-bombs she dropped. So many. There was a blooper reel of her just cussing for the entirety of the franchise, and it was very long.
Donc celle qui est le plus sortie de son personnage, c'était Kristen Stewart, et qui a sorti de gros jurons, et apparemment un blooper reel, donc une capsule avec un montage de tous les moments où elle est sortie de son personnage en jurant, qui existe, et qui est apparemment assez long.
And between you two?
We had like 5 lines in the movie. We didn't. I feel like we nailed them all.
I'm still in character.
Voilà, merci pour ta question.
Thank you so much.
Hi Jackson, hi Ashley, nice to meet you.
Enchanté.
Enchanté, pareil. So my question is if you could play any other character for the Twilight Saga, which one would it be and why?
I always say Victoria because there's something really fun about playing a little bit of a villain. And I think she did such a phenomenal job that I just love how she embodied this kind of almost like feline-esque vampiress. I feel like if I wasn't doing Alice, I would do probably the complete opposite and go Victoria.
I want to be a Jedi.
Jedi in Twilight.
I want to be a Twilight Jedi.
Jet White.
I love, I play a lot of bad guys and I enjoy it. I think Aro would be kind of cool for me.
Nailed it.
Indeed, yeah.
It's pretty good, right? Thank you. That's my Aro. I auditioned for Bella. And then Aro. I don't know who else I could audition for. Who else is there?
Quel personnage qu'ils aimeraient jouer? Eh bien, c'est Victoria pour Ashley et Arrow pour Jackson.
Thank you guys for your answer.
Merci pour la question. Dernière question. Last question.
Sorry, I'm being shy last minute. Well, hello, first of all. Ashley, you are absolutely stunning in person. I'm shocked.
Oh, thank you.
I'm kind of jealous, honestly.
You are also beautiful. There's nothing to be jealous about.
Thank you. I'm jealous of him, actually.
I'm jealous of his hair.
Aren't we all?
Sorry, I fell asleep. What's happening?
We were looking at you. We were smelling your hair while you were sleeping.
Nice. I took a shower.
All right.
So
Last
my
year.
question is, I don't know how to phrase it. I'm going to try to say it in English and not French. What do you think makes people so drawn to vampires continuously for decades? Do you think that there's a deeper psychological reason, or is it cathartic? What do you think is so hard to say in English?
Je pense que j'ai compris ta question.
I'm French, absolutely, yeah.
But that makes you just want to know why people are so drawn to vampires.
Yes, but like
if
more
it's
on
a
this
psychological thing.
reason, like something deep and
This
fucked
probably
up,
says a lot
like
about
mentally
me.
fucked up about people.
Quelle est la raison psychologique pour laquelle les gens restent fascinés par les vampires? C'est ta question.
Et est-ce que is it cathartic too?
D'en jouer un ou de...
For people to watch it more.
Ah, est-ce que c'est cathartique
Pour les gens
de regarder des vampires à l'écran? Ok, merci. Yes.
I think, again, this probably says something about me, but I think I've always been drawn to, there's something very like sensual and inviting and dangerous about vampires, and there's something very realistic about the possibility that they could live amongst us, especially when you get to places like New Orleans. And so I think whenever I'm watching them on film, there's a real ability to immerse yourself in that world and lose yourself to that world because it almost feels like it could be real. And I think there's something that is innately dangerous and exciting about them. And for me, that's something that draws me in, which again, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
C'est le
It
côté
is a good thing.
dangereux et excitant du monde de jouer dans le monde des vampires. We unfortunately really have to stop here because you have to go, you guys have to go. You think, I have to tell something. Me sitting here next to you, sitting there, and there's so much love coming this way, and then turning just in front of me towards you. It feels like I'm in high school again. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, vos applaudissements pour Ashley Greene et Jackson Rathbone.
Thank you.
We gotta leave? Oh, we gotta leave. Oh, bummer. Sorry, I fell asleep again. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna go do our photos. We're gonna go take photos, and then we're gonna go over to our tables. We're only gonna be here for a few more hours, so please come see us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Merci, 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 merci.
Et à 14h30, on se trouve ici avec Jazara Jasmine pour sa première convention. À tout à l'heure.